upcoming coming in for the Starry Night, we're giving the potential to win game number 2, but Saigon Phantom are eyeing to bring Yena for them as well. Side lane Yena only one marksman onto the jungle with the Elendor Bang, but if they played early advantage here for Saigon Phantom, I would say Yena could work with the Lorian pick coming in for Saigon Phantom.
Oh, though in here with the final lineup of Saigon Phantom, we're looking at like a kind of play as. Oh, I just noticed.
What?
In the first round, there's a lot of magic damage. Here in the second round, there's a lot of magic damage again on the side of Saigon. Cheers coming here and there. We gotta cheer our favorite team as well. We'll still be our casters from day one of AIC 2020 up in here for the grand finals. I'm Keisaya. With me is Mika. So let's get it on for game 2, Saigon Phantom versus Mad Team.
Yeah, we can see how the potential is. This Saigon Phantom could bring the game into the game number 3 with 1 point itself. Red really receiving a lot of damage from 0322 trying to find a way. Red is really low into the early game here. What happened? This is going to mimic away the game number 1. Mad Team really aggressive. Doesn't want to give SGP a sort of early lead here because of that Elendor pick. Trying onto the top side.
Yes.
Give a couple of butterfly dance onto the level 2 coming in for Bang. But Yuzon is the Mina with the new Mina style. Mina has a lot of damage as well as the true damage, but SGP, they cannot fight away into Mina in the early game.
Not yet, but the bad thing in here is that Mad Team was able to send back Yena back to the base because she got poked a lot in the mid lane, and that is not quite looking good. But for the meantime, anyway, that was just first few minutes of the game. Looking like there's a rotation going downwards into the bot lane as well. Meantime, we can see Bronze as well as Season going for the 1v1 tussle. Who's gonna go back away? Oh, unfortunately, that will not connect. That will not connect onto that Bronze V, sending him back. Just go back into the turret, and there's no fights gonna happen in here as of yet.
Yeah, because beside of Saigon Phantom, they are really kind of scared in the rotation in the versus Mad Team in the game number 2 as well. But look at here with a couple of damage, but Saigon Phantom really needs to wait for the level 4 of that Lorian. If not, no much of a team fight will be taken away here. But Mad Team, if they played a really aggressive, look at how Yuzon just owning Omen on the top side. That is our moment coming in for Mina on the top side. But now Saigon Phantom really want to find a way with this dragon.
Here we go.
Don't make me laugh in this kind of fight.
Here we go with another courageous fight, and this time it is going to be secured by Saigon Phantom, them getting that better position this time in round 2, primarily most likely because of the passive that Zerif has in the rear way as well. You get to move faster compared to the members of Mad Team right now, wherein if you're just basing on a passive, they don't really have that in their kit. But for the meantime, the gold lead is not yet that prominent with just having 400 onto the side of Mad Team. And look at that, suddenly it just went on to equal, and Saigon Phantom now leading this time. It's still dancing. Still not huge in terms of gap.
Yeah, because of given the potential is for the side of Saigon Phantom, they need to wait for the Lorian. They need to wait a couple of times, like a bit of agony as well, trying to find the perfect setup for the side of Saigon Phantom. But Mad Team, they need to wait for that Sinestria. We've seen how the rotation is Saigon Phantom. They cannot put a Sinestria onto the top side. They're trying to find a way with a couple of knockups onto Cuckoo onto the bottom side here. Lalek trying to find where is the setup. Still have the ultimate for most of the members of Saigon Phantom, but Mad Team only has 3. Fanta into the mid lane with Zara here, but they cannot just take a fight. It's Zara versus the Down Lorian. That's a direct counter, but the members of Mad Team, they need to wait the possibility that Saigon Phantom will happen to be an overextend into the mid lane. Cuckoo will be got chased by SGP. A couple of pokes coming in for 0322 for man rotation coming in for Saigon Phantom in the bottom side.
Oh, here we go. Quite an aggressive play coming on from Red right now. Gonna go for that. That was the Valiant charge coming from Cuckoo. but apparently the damage won't that be enough just to take down Red down bot. But for the meantime, fight ongoing onto the top side part of the map. Nils is gonna be the first blood on the side of Mad Team, gonna get taken down by Bronze V, and that's gonna look bad for Mad Team if this continues to happen, and if Saigon Phantom is actually able to capitalize on the lead that they so far has right now. But no, anyway, I wouldn't really call that a huge lead because it's just a few gold, but knowing that Neil went down, they will go for an attempt on going for that blue buff still. Unfortunately, won't be successful because, again, just a few minutes game time, the Resurrect will still be in super low cooldown, and they will just be able to go back to the battlefield.
Well, Red with the Yena with Slice and Dice trying to find a way onto the bottom side of Matt Neil 0322 as well as Cuckoo takes the Missile Dragon, trying to find a way to chase down that goal gap, making a way for Saigon Phantom. That Mina is really onto the brink here, trying to find where is Bronze with the Omen into the mid lane. But remember, the Saigon Phantom really not going to fight in the early game. They just giving more respect for Mad Team members. So Mad Team, they are currently Gucci with the rotation they had. So if Saigon Phantom gives so much respect, Mad Team will have a greater game into the top side here with a couple of damage. Bronze V will not live with a couple of damage. Yuzon is being entangled away, but the members of SGP trying to find the Starry Knight. Just want to secure us down Neil, but still has the couple of items. He just want to run away. No stun just yet, no lift off coming in for Lack.
No, I just realized we haven't did our predictions. Which one? Oh, before we talk about that, again, the fight is happening onto the top side right now. Really good death side coming in from Yuzon, but apparently with 4v2 situation, I don't think the members of Mad Team is gonna get that win in terms of the fight. But for the meantime, onto the bot side part of the map, we can see how Violet as well as Thane is actually aiming for a push, if in case that's going to be a trade anyway onto the top side, as this will go down to in anytime soon on the top side. But yeah, Cuckoo in here though needs to go back away, but apparently with that luck coming in from Bronze V is still, well, you thought he's gonna die, but nah, he's gonna be safe. This is a Thane, man. He's still got the passive available.
Yeah, but aside of Mad Team here, with that log itself, Bronze V, they can't just kill away, trying to find a couple of Starry Knight on hits on the 0322 as well, but the damage coming in for the Mad Team members can just secure us a lot. SGP played objective gameplay with only 3 kills currently, but Mad Team only have suffered 1k gold lead, or making it 2, but aside of Saigon Phantom takes the top tower, bottom tower with a couple of seconds, so the Saigon Phantom eyeing for giving pressure into the mid lane as well. Fanta, oh, this set has been cancelled, but still goes on. Wrapped a couple slice on dice, really Fanta, really big roll, but oh, the teleportation will go home. Black trying to find a way where to find that tower, but still has no penetration left for the members of SGP. Cuckoo 0322 eyeing for the steal away with the Kings of Glory a little bit too late here. Cuckoo bang with a couple of damage. Cuckoo really needs to go back.
And yes, they do, and looks like this turret in the bot side part of the map is gonna go down anytime soon. Really good ways of Lack making use of his abilities into shoving and poking them. Oh, really nice attempt by Bronze Vein here, but apparently 322 is just as fast by going for a dash up. But for the meantime, gonna be making use of the Arctic Orb for Fanta to save his life from a potential death. And this is the annoying part, you know, you go into that void portal, and then again the sacred ground is there to go and help your team go back into the battlefield.
Yeah, because the side of the SGP trying to find a way. Neil onto the backside. The members of Mad really want to find a way where Zerafi, he just can't push. Mina with no pull-up coming in for the Yuzon. Just really want to fill that moment to try to kill down Zerafi. A couple of seconds needed for Mad Team. Just want to kill that Zerafi with the Rui. Just can't make it on time. The members of Saigon Phantom will happen to have 4k gold lead. They still have the potential to take this Dark Slave with no contestant, but seeing Cuckoo 0322 already marching in, but the damage is still there. Saigon Phantom will take this lead.
Yeah, still on the lead right now with 2k gold onto the pocket of Saigon Phantom. So let's go back to the I know we're already at 8-minute game time, but do you still have a say on this one? Because for my prediction, if we talk about late game, I'm gonna put my prediction onto Mad Team. But if it so happens just up to the mid part of the game, I'm gonna place my prediction onto the side of Saigon Phantom. But hold on, because we can see Death and Brace committed onto Yuzin right now. Lots of damage coming in, just take down Yuzin just like that. He's gonna fall down onto the hands of Red, and more in here. Members on the side of Mad Team gonna go for a backup. Ascend has been committed by Fanta already, but that did not, well, that did connect onto someone, but just right on time. Saigon Phantom members will just go back away and save their lives, while the rest of the members of Saigon Phantom go for the take onto the top side right now. Hit it on, Mikos.
Yep, Saigon Phantom really happened to have a lot of towers and a lot of momentum in this game number 2. Living Red on the bottom side takes tier 2s in the mid lane with a couple of pressure as well. Matt really need to take the toll, but the members of Saigon Phantom really want to plunger around the map right now. Matt Team still has no objective in terms of tower. Saigon Phantom already have 4 going into the mid lane with a couple of attacks now with the Death Embrace into the mid lane. Use off the ultimate as well. Stare coming in, Blackcloud with a couple of teleportation inside. Sarah will be taking the stone onto the sand, onto the backside, and giving the members of Bad Team, they takes 1, but they lose 1 as well. Going to the potential Matt. Tier 2's already been taken away. Only minutes left, 4 towers left for Matt Team. Saigon Phantom really happen to have the aggression in game number 2.
They have to. They got an Elandor, just went online. Plus, again, Neil going down, being the first blood in this game is definitely something not nice. It's the least thing that you would want to happen. If it's Cuckoo, then it's fine. I mean, it's just the support that doesn't really require to go online early on. But yeah, for the meantime, the lead is still onto the hands of Saigon Phantom. And I think this is them just wanting to capitalize their lead as early as possible. But do you think that there might still be a chance that the game go on to the late game?
Yeah, because the side of Matt Team, they had Violet, they have the Sinestro after giving the potential into the late game itself. So Matt Team, they need to defend, they need to play it slow in terms of 20 minutes into the game, because that Sinestro with the rotation that Matt Team really use. So it's going to be really fun into the late game, because of Violet, Tactical Cannon, and Tactical Roll will giving a lot of damage into the late game. So late game wise, Matt Team will happen to have the best kind of composition, but giving SGP in the current state in the game right now, that SGP could win this before 15 minutes in the game. But if after 15, they need to watch out for mistakes, because SGP, they have Elandor as well as the Gena. So if they lose the game number 2 with the late game composition made by Matt Team, is going to be scary in game number 3.
Alright, so we had a pause from the side of Saigon Phantom because of a device issue. And yeah, we're just gonna be sorting that one out. Hopefully something that will not prolong this match. But yeah. So we can see how SGP is dominating the early stages, and so far we are on to the mid game. So given that we are in the mid game, we can say that okay, there might be the damage coming in from Lestria already. So as is maybe the Violet, not much for the Violet, but you know, if it comes to a point wherein it's already onto the late game again, we didn't mention. Maybe even just the tactical fire, just dealing a lot of damage to even one hit, just one proper target on the side of Team SGP. And who could that be? It could be the Elandor, despite the Elandor being so mobile. Gonna go in and out in the fight because of butterfly wings, but we'll see. And yes, we're gonna go back to the game. No turrets has fallen down as of yet for the side of Saigon Phantom.
Yep, we still no turret for the Matt Team as well. Saigon Phantom has 5 and 2 clearance. What happened with the pause is that SGP has a device issue, so we are back in the second game. SGP really want to clear it out into the mid lane, couple of attacks into the mid tower. It's 18 seconds for the Dark Slayer. Maybe an Ascend will be taken by Fanta, but SGP is really strong into the 11 minutes into the game.
That's for sure. And this is now Saigon Phantom just balancing the minion waves, because the next objective is gonna go up in here. And I think, yeah, they're starting over the Dark Slayer already. And the question in here, will they go for a multitask in here? Will Will Bronze V? No, he's not really gonna go for a start onto the Abyssal Dragon, but instead he's gonna go for a clear and a reset onto that dragon instead. So let's see how this will go. It's gonna be a Saigon Phantom fast game for game 2, or will Mad Team potentially go for a comeback? If we talk about the comeback, what is the setup needed by Mad Team? What is the kind of execution, layering of that is very much needed for Mad Team to pull off that comeback play?
They need to avoid that Starry Night. They need one push and as well one pull coming in for Mina and that Tane. So in order for the side of Neil can just blast away burst damage into the S2s, as well as one tactical cannon coming in for OTW2. One team fight, 5v5 will make it a game for the side of Saigon Phantom, but they are going to breach into the bottom tower right now with a couple of attack. Starry Night hits onto Yuza. Yuza will be taken away. O3W2 really needs to go into the backside, but the members of Mad really are plunging members, but SGP takes a lot of items here, but back a sand here coming in from Phantom, a couple of attacks, but bad with the butterfly dance still takes the kill, but SGP, it takes a lot of tower, but no damage is left, but no towers left for the side of Mad Team, no members as well. Neil on the back, so Red trying to fight with a couple of dashes here. Cuckoo receive flicker coming in, no push, no gain for the side of Mad Team. Starry Night hits onto Neil, and they are going for the car straight. Game number 2, Saigon Phantom making level 1 and 1.
Woohoo! And they did not even have to send a teamy with an Elan Zorb. It was just